Race the nines. All right, we're trying to find out the rules here.
Guys,
As you guys
okay,
know,
we're going to race to 7 on both
we're still getting
sides.
the
Both
announcements
sides,
here,
one
so we're
ball
trying to
off
figure everything
side.
out.
Is it, excuse me? Yes, they've changed it to, since they had a shorter field, I guess. Race to 7 on both sides. It is a rack your own format. It is a alternate break. Billy, you say 9-ball counts nowhere? The 9-ball does not count anywhere on the break. Race to 7, rack your own format, alternate break, 9-ball does not count.
All right, this is Crazy Bob here, coming to you live from Brew 2, formerly known as the Trainwreck. This is the monthly 9-ball tournament. This one is a $100 buy-in. We've got some great people here in this field. We just finished up with the player auction, and we're ready to go ahead and get underway here. Brad Hutchins and Mike Dunklin are getting warmed up a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out some of the new functionality that we've got here. So welcome to the big show. All right, this is the point in time where we try to tell everybody to go ahead and share the view with you while they're warming up here. You can go ahead and share this great action from OnCue Broadcast Network with all your friends, your foes, everybody. All right, it looks like here's the flip, so we're going to get this underway real quick. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, here it comes. All right, Brad Hutchins to break. And it looks like we're underway. It looks like he gets a dry break here, leaving the one in the top left-hand corner pocket. We'd like to welcome everybody here, our new viewers and old viewers alike. Like we say, we always like to get people to go ahead and share this with everybody. All right. He's going to play safe here and roll up behind the 5-ball. So this is Brad Hutchins. This is his second time at the table. He's out of Owensboro, Kentucky. Him and Mike Bratcher made the long voyage over here this morning, as it did Pat Akers, Mickey, and myself, to get this live action broadcast to you guys. He's going to try to kick out of this to get to this 2-ball. And he clips the 7-ball on the way down, giving Mike Dunklin ball in hand. Now, that's a situation where Mike Dunklin's the kind of player that he can really take advantage of this, and he's going to try to do it right on the first stab with a 2-9 combo. lining it up very carefully. And he draws first blood. Mike Dunklin up 1-0 in a race to 9. This is our new graphic here we've been working on the past couple days. Trying to get you some between match different looks here. Mike Dunklin's up 1-0 here at the Brew 2 monthly 9-ball tournament. This is Crazy Bob on the OnCue Broadcast Network. Trying to get you a couple of different views of things and trying to add a little functionality to what we're doing. And hopefully every time we do a live stream, we have a little bit of extra excitement for you guys. It's a great match here to start off. So let's see the break. Mike Dunklin's breaking. The gray sweatshirt with the hoodie. And he gets all of that one. My God. Oh, my God. Now, he's going to have a shot on the one. It's a little bit funny, but he's not going to really like what's happening there with the 3 and the 7 ball over on the side. And that's where the story of this game is going to be. So he's going to roll up behind that little cluster of balls to give Brad Hutchins some trouble. And he gets a good safe out of that. Gets to the rail. For those that don't know, you need to clip a rail. He's going to be kicking at the 1 ball, make a good hit, and hopefully leave his opponent a little tough. All right, and he misses that, giving Mike Dunklin ball in hand. Tanya Weiser, I see, just like the post. I'm going to ask everybody once again to go ahead and share the post. All right, now they're wide open. And he's going to be drawing back on the 6. Come out for the 7 ball. Try to leave himself just the right angle to come back for the 8. It's actually pretty standard 3-ball run out here. Realigning real quick. And he comes off 2 rails to leave himself pretty much perfect on that 9 ball. All right, Mike Dunklin goes up 2-0. All right, I believe this is alternating break. So this is an alternating break tournament. Race to 9 at Brew 2's monthly 9-ball tournament. This is Crazy Bob of the OnCue Broadcast Network. Oh, it's race to 7 both sides. Well, I guess we ought to change the scoreboard then. All right, I'm going to go figure this out while he's getting ready to break. And here comes Brad Hutchins with the break. All right, we updated that for you. Race to 7 on both the winner's side of the bracket and the loser's side of the bracket. Kind of quiet in here, so I'm kind of keeping it down so I don't interrupt any of the proceedings with, my boisterous self. All right, usually about this time we go ahead and get you a location to go online to view the brackets if you'd like to see those. So this is the. Hey, Pat. This is the address for the scores, or for the bracket. Well, without any knowledge, I'm just going to go ahead and post it for fun regardless. I'll try to pin it up there too so we see. Okay, Mike Dunklin's up at the table. Now he's got a chance to make this combo, or he's going to go around it. All right. David Orr saying no sound. Bobby McGrath saying talking to me. Thank you, Edward Hoffman, for the live stream quality comment. Reddy Reed asks, is this alternate break? Yes, it is. Are you still getting no sound? That's my question. I'm hearing it from here, so why don't you guys give me some information back? Audio good, Edward Hoffman says. All right, so Mike Dunklin jumps up 3-0. And it's his break. Again, we're an alternating break tournament, race to 7, 9-ball. Hearing some loud thumping behind us from somewhere. We don't know exactly where that's coming from. Let's get. I'm joined here on the mic with Mickey Hammond, the president of On Cue Billiards.
Hey, Bob, how we doing?
We're doing all right. How about this? 3-0. Mike Dunklin jumps up on Brad Hutchins.
Mike is shooting about 100 mile an hour at the moment.
He's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Oh, jot down where to go?
Yeah.
Talk to that guy. All right.
Mike coming in firing. He's shooting 100 mile an hour.
And
Shooting good.
my God, and he's got some fortunate rolls. I mean, you know, it's still early in the match. Any one of these guys can roll off a number of them right away, right?
Brad's sitting in his chair, but you know, in the alternate race format, a game can cost you 3. So.
Yep. All right. Did I forget to mention this is Mickey joining me? Look at this. This cue ball is going to go into one place you don't want it to go on the break.
My mic ain't on.
Oh, well, there you go. Just because I say Mickey's here doesn't mean that he's actually
All
on
right.
board.
We'll start over. We got my mic on now.
All right. Let's see if that sounds good. We got. Are you playing today, Mickey?
No, I'm not. I love the playing tournament. It's a great tournament, but you know, we run the tournament as well, so the brackets and the stream, it's just tough to focus.
All right. You think he's going for the 9 here?
I would think so.
Sorry to interrupt there, but that was just kind of an
Good
important
shot.
shot, so I wanted to get that in there.
You know, that's what a lot of people like about us, because a lot of tournament directors, they like to play in their tournaments, and it's too tough. But
absolutely.
you bring us on board, we take that burden off. We run the tournaments, run the brackets, run an auction if they have an auction.
And make flyers and all kinds of stuff. I mean, really, there's one thing that On Cue Billiards does. It's a little jack of all trades, isn't it?
It is.
The master of all of them. That's what I like to
Well, I won't call us masters, but I think when it comes to running the tournament and the stream, I think we know what we're doing.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's come a long way since it's been about a year and a couple months since we started this, right?
Yeah, you and Steve originally started On Cue Billiards and brought me on board, and eventually sold it to me, and I brought Pat on as a partner. And
it's really blossomed into something. I think under your tutelage, I think it's really come along.
well, it's done well. You know, we operate a BCA sanctioned league in 3 different states now, and of course we do the cue repair and the sales, and now the streaming and tournament direction.
I tell you what, you better get it together and get 47 more.
Right.
I don't know. Chris Austin's asking if where Nate McGay is.
Nate, I talked to him earlier. He didn't get home till about midnight last night. He said he's got a blister from being down at the Derby, and he's just going to.
I get it. I heard he got blistered on the table.
Well, yeah. When he played,
got in the money though. I joked there.
Yeah,
but,
he got in the money. You know, he came up against a buzzsaw with Devin Petit. You know,
Devin Petit. There's no shame in losing that, right?
And then he played that Yusuf or whatever from Kuwait or.
All right. I'm getting someone saying Bob's voice is not correct.
Bob is echoing.
All right. Rhett Butler is asking, where's Brad Hutchins from? He is from Owensboro, Kentucky. And he makes the trip up here. It's probably about a 2-hour trip. What do you think?
Bobby. Hey, Bobby McGrath. Oh, yeah, we always miss the slow play of Hennessy. We joke around. The guy can play, but he sure plays slow.
Oh, yeah. Rough sport, he got a blister.
Bobby, your boy Josh Franklin is down here, expecting to see good things from him today.
He went pretty high in the auction, right?
Yeah, he did. He went well in the players auction, and I've had some people ask me who is this Josh Franklin kid, and I said just watch and see.
All right, I'm not sure exactly what we're waiting on. It looks like we're waiting on a jump stick to be put together. So this is always fun.
Terry Rowe, that's a nice prediction, but I tell you what, you can never, ever, ever count Brad Hutchins out of a tournament.
No,
out of a match.
That's absolutely true.
Unless he's playing me and got me down 6-1.
I remember that. I remember that.
I was never supposed to win that. I just somehow got back in it and come back and win 7-7 from being down a deficit of 6-1.
I tell you what, that's why they don't end it while you're on the hill. You got to play the games. He gets a nice hit on that ball. Look at this thing.
Oh, look
at this
at
thing.
this.
Look at this. Is it going to go? Oh, man. That was one heck of
And
a shot there.
he got fortunate that the
one ball got hidden by the 6.
it got hidden, so
That's
it took.
not bad at all. He's going to be real happy with that result. Now, I always take this shot. I try to land on top of the one ball and just take it over there to the net.
Well, I think Mike's going to attempt to hit the one and carry him off of it probably.
I try to hit it with the side of my cue and just do anything. I'm going to fire it and make everything move.
Well, he's kicking it away to clear it away from the 9 ball and
so
hope
he
to get
doesn't
it behind
have it
these
automatic.
balls. Well, and he got away with a
I tell you what,
with a
he's gonna be
leave.
real happy with that result.
So what do you think, Bob? You think he'll come off that side rail and hope he can carry him over off the 1 into the 9?
I mean, that's kind of hopeful thinking, but he's going to at least get a good hit if he goes that route. I feel pretty good about that.
Because he can come off the top of that 1 ball, and that cue ball is going to go right in the direction to that 9 ball.
He can show you where it is. It's on there.
Yeah,
Do you know how to pin it? It's right there. Pin comment.
just copy it and paste it in there.
Oh, okay. Just press Control V.
Well, Brad opted for the jump instead of the kick off the rail, which I wasn't even thinking about. It's a good shot, too.
All right, that's not bad. And that's going to put him still with a cluster of balls to look through, right? I don't think that window gets to the
Yeah,
to the one ball.
there's no direct window at the 1, and you know,
You might see him grab the jump cue at this point.
I mean, you're jumping across table here. The same distance between the balls, a good chance the cue ball leaves the table.
I mean, it is actually something that's going to be quite dangerous if he goes that route. But it looks like that's what he's going for. At least he's doing something. Now, that's some good commentary. Excuse me. That's some good commentary, folks. He's at least going to do something.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I tell you. Actually, one of the good memories. Like I said, we've had a little over a year of doing these tournaments, and I have to say we've had some great tournaments here. Great memories. One of my favorites was after TJ won it.
Yeah.
Was going home and drinking with him.
Did you see his tip he was playing with?
Well, apparently I caused it. So when we were on the way up here, we put a case of beer on there and just put some ice right in the case, and it just water was all in his case. And we were trying to ruin his stick, and he comes out and wins the sucker.
Any house stick on the rack
would have played better.
had a better tip.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. Speaking of which, on Q Billiards, does some tip repair. Now, not always do we try to destroy people's tips before we make them good, but when
Right.
you've got someone like TJ, he can shoot with anything. Give him a broom handle. Put a tip on it, and he's good, right? Put a mushy tip
A
with
mushy- a mushy.
that's been waterlogged by beer. It doesn't get much better than that. There's stories like that that make this game interesting. All right. It looks like Mike is putting his stick together here, just coming back to the table. I think he's going up top. All right. This is going to be a very precision kind of jump, right?
Well, Bobby, I think we can always count on you cashing in about any tournament you play in. I'd like to see you out and about a little more. Bobby McGrath's one hell of a pool player and speed pool champion at one time. And
Is he over at the Derby?
he was. He said he played in the banks in the one pocket and cashed in both of them. And
I'll tell you what. If you could do that, you could do something. All right. That's going to really give Brad Hutchins a really good opportunity. He's going to go ahead and concede that game.
yeah, that jump shot was tough and that's why Mike tried to get straight up and down and.
And he's just trying to hit it real soft to kind of it's real precision to keep it on the table, right?
Yeah, he knew there was a chance that cue ball could come off the table off that one ball. And
What do you think of our new little graphic here?
that's I love it.
It's not terrible anyway.
No, it ain't.
I'll tell you what, me and Pat made it yesterday at Free Pool Friday without glasses. And if anybody knows about Bob's Lounge Free Pool Friday, that means this wasn't made sober. But it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. We're doing all right.
Yeah, Pat told me you guys was going to work on a new display there. I love it. Looks good. Now, can our viewers see this?
Yes.
Good.
That's what they're seeing right now is the big score bug is what they
So
call
they're
it
seeing
in the
On Cube
industry.
Billiards and they're seeing Jamerson Auto Sales. Billy Jameson right here in the bar who puts this event on.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, he does great things for a pool here in Benton. It's really nice to see Brew 2 and all the guys out here. Did I update the score?
Yeah, 3-2 is the score.
Okay. So what we were saying is never count Brad Hutchins out. That's he's right back in this thing. It's almost just like starting over. All right, he's going to make something on the break here.
Hey, Edward, we appreciate it. We appreciate all of our viewers that tune in and watch. We try to offer some good pool to players without the expensive cost that incur in lots of streams you see out there. And not knocking Ray or TV Mike, but you know what? Sometimes it's just a little costly to try to watch a match and streams.
Not only that, you get to see local matches here that otherwise wouldn't be on there. So you can watch your friends and family, and everybody can kind of get together and see just some really talented pool players who are in your local area.
Rendy, this is a alternate break. David, or if you got no sound, you might want to restart because I don't.
Yeah, that was old.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're in the top here.
I guess sometimes this Facebook stuff they change stuff on us without telling us. So sometimes they go to the top. Sometimes it depends who you're logged on as. Nice to see Joe LaMancha walking down here. Watching down here. He's out here quite a bit. I want to ask you guys to go ahead and share this event with everybody. Now looks like it's going to be a 3-ball combo. Maybe.
Yeah, he's got a good combo there. Of course, he's got to worry about where that 5-ball goes.
You got to know where all 3 balls that are left are going to go, right?
Yeah, that was you got to make sure you control where that second ball is going to go. It's when you shoot a 3-ball combo.
He's going rail first, right?
Yeah, I think it's his only option here.
And he gets a good hit, but he's going to leave a shot there for Brad Hutchins with a pretty open table.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be able to see the face.
I think he can see it straight in, and I think Brad will opt to draw this straight back probably on a valley table.
Okay. Yeah, that he is. Or did you watch where he was placing his tip of the ball before you said that?
Well, he hadn't got down to stroke. He hadn't got down to stroke yet before I said it. But
that's what I do. I just cheat and watch what they do and act like I know what they were going to do.
Well, I mean, I play with Brad a lot, and I played on a valley table my share, and on a diamond I shoot that where I come around. On a valley I shoot with draw. And
yeah, I come around because I don't know how to draw. I've never gone to art school or anything like that. I can't paint, I can't draw, I can't sing.
Bob, they say that you're broken up and weak in voice. Bob is weak in voice. I've never ever heard that.
Ever heard that? All right, we'll bring myself up a little bit in the mix. Maybe that'll help a little bit.
Well, that big unforced error by Brad there is a big difference in 4-2 versus
4-2
3-3.
versus 3-3. Yeah, that's a big deal because we're over halfway through with the match if he gets this 9-ball. Well, at least Mike Dunklin scores.
Mike's halfway through. Yeah, he's over half.
All right, well, let's update this score here for you. Make sure that we get this correct. We'll give you our big score so everybody can see that in between the matches. Terry Patterson's joining us over here in the booth. He's entered today. We've got a lot of great players today, actually. Will Freeman, that's one of the first-round matches.
Cigarettes.
Oh, hey.
Boy, I tell you, Bob, I gotta give you and Pat props on the new display. It looks fantastic.
I tell you what, it's amazing what can be done without glasses while you're drinking.
Yeah,
you said a couple of drunk people to get something done. It gets accomplished eventually.
You know, we did the streaming party at Bob's in Evansville, and that was the way their display looked, and that's where the idea came from. I knew that Pat had talked about it. And
they say good artists copy. Great artists steal. We just stole the idea.
That's how we do it.
That's what makes us so great.
Well, the display looks great. You know, I give you and Pat both props on coming up with that and putting it together.
Well, one thing that we had when we first started doing this was the idea that we wanted to improve at least something every single time we get on the mic, when we get on to do the live broadcast. One thing I wanted to do, we wanted to improve the numbers of people viewing. So you guys are at 93 at this point. That's a good job for just getting started. We'd like to get you guys to share this with everybody and make sure that everybody out there gets a chance to see this great action here in Benton, Illinois.
Chris Brown, they ended up with 25 players today. Not bad at a $100 entry fee. Welcome Tina and Chuck.
I tell you what, that's a lot of money in this thing.
Let's see. Welcome Tina and Chuck Austin over here.
They're the local APA operators in Evansville, right?
Yeah, they own the APA in Evansville. They've been doing some pretty good things over there, changing some things up, and trying to make it where it's a little more leveled off, I guess you can say.
Yeah. I think they've had a lot of great successes in getting a real competitive, league set up. So
they have. We operate the BCA over there. They operate the APA, and we work very well together. And
all right, he's going to go take this 3-ball into the side. Now, what's he going to do with this? Just a slight draw back?
I figure he'll try to stun in a move at 9-ball, but he may take it. Well, he's going to opt for a bank.
So, and these are pretty nice corner pockets, as we say.
They are, Oh, yeah, Valley.
Whoa, he almost got that 9-ball.
Your Valley tables are typically pretty friendly. I played a couple of games in this table, and I tell you what.
Playing pretty good?
It is lightning fast.
Really?
They put ridgeback rails on it.
Ridgeback rails play super nice.
Jason Phillips will tell me that there's nothing better than a ridgeback rail on a 7-foot table, and
yep.
I have them on a table at home, and I got to tell you, they play really, really well.
Looks like the balls are cleaned up really nice, too. Everybody likes clean balls.
They do. Clean balls are good. They always take care of their equipment here. They really do.
I noticed they moved one of the tables. It looks like are they pulling in more to bring in maybe another table in?
They did
change the dance floor.
They did change a few things around.
I'm so used to saying that this is the train wreck, but this has been renamed
the Brew 2.
Barber's Purchase to Brew 2. Brew 3 was taken, Billy Jamerson.
We had to go Brew 2.
Of Jamerson Auto Sales. You can see his little logo there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. On-Cue Broadcasting is in the bottom of the left-hand corner of your screen. And let's see ourselves a little different view of this, if that gives you a little better idea of what he's dealing with, because he's probably going to have to bank.
Well, I really can't tell if he's playing a bank or. I think for the leave, he kind of has to. And
yeah. Oh, he was cutting it into the side.
Well, I tell you what, man,
that was one hell of a stab.
He kind of got away with that. But I tell you,
yeah.
to hit those side pockets this hard at that angle at a Valley table.
As it turns out, for everything that's loose about a Valley corner, the side pockets are rough, aren't they?
They are tight.
I tell you what, I can't even make one on it. I don't care if I'm sitting right up in front of it. I think they're smaller than the actual balls.
Well, there's our buddy Charlie Elrod out of Evansville watching.
All right. Hey, and he's even been an advertiser with us with
Charlie,
Elrod Appliance.
He has advertised, with Elrod's Appliance. And I think he's still doing some of that on his own. And he is working for a company as well. But
All right, there we go. Cross table. He ends up missing the ball. He did get away with that. That's
Hey.
going to put him right back into the spot.
And there's your $20 gambling partner on here.
Oh, I tell you what. Speaking of missing close balls, boy, I really screwed up Hooch on that match last night, that first one. She shot great, though, as Andrea always does.
Andrea's really came a long way. I've enjoyed watching her game come up over the years.
I haven't enjoyed watching it come up. Every time I play her, she beats my ass.
Well, I'm sure Brad's going to answer here with the win and close the gap by 1 on this match.
Tell you what, that puts him right back in the mix. That's a little funny there. And he drains it. That's a nice shot by Brad Hutchins to bring it to 4-3. All right, everybody loves it to get to see the big score. Mike Dunklin up 4-3. This is a great match to watch here for our opening match. We've got a couple of good ones. We got, I think, Chris Austin versus Will Freeman is going to be in the first round. You can check the bracket. It's pinned to the live stream, so go ahead and check that out. Charles Elrod says Bob is echoing, Pat. Our technical wizard, we're going to try to get him on there. Maybe it's just because I'm loud. Oh, we have no idea at this point, Chris. We're just trying to figure out what's going on ourselves.
Check. All right.
Here comes some announcements.
All right. What table we got open there? Table 2? Okay, Rod Lively and Billy Jamerson on table 2. Rod Lively, Billy Jamerson, table 2.
All right, we'd like to ask you guys to go ahead and share this. We do hear that I am echoing, so I'm not exactly sure how to fix that, but we might get Pat on that a little bit later.
Bob, they said you're echoing. They just
That's what I just said.
maybe because we're too close. Bob,
I tell you
quit
what,
sitting, if you weren't sitting on my lap,
it's awfully nice to sit real close with Vicky sometimes.
I'm
not sure what those times are, but sometimes it is, and sometimes it echoes.
I'm gonna try to slide over a little bit. And,
I don't know. I'm just going to go stand outside. We need a sound booth, I think. Yeah, maybe flip your headphones around and point it the other way. So who knows? All right, here comes the break. By Mike
Johnny
Dunklin.
Sparks, you're welcome. Thanks for watching with us. And Mike Dunklin just makes every ball on the break, and
He is blasting him, isn't he?
he's got a shot on the 1 ball. Yeah, we've separated ourselves a little bit now, hoping that'll fix some of the echo. And
There's always something. We just never know what's going to come at us with some of these live streams.
we need to pick up a couple new mics that can synchronize together a little better, I think's the problem. And
Yeah, it's every time that you have a sound card that kind of comes into play with multiple types of microphones, multiple types of inputs, what you run into is sometimes the syncing isn't exactly 100% perfect, so a little echo can kind of come in. That was a 1920s telephone you just heard. All right, well, looks like I lost my broadcast partner. Now, muting him might actually get rid of that echo that you guys were seeing. So if you hear that sounding better now, let me know. Now, is that good 8-ball going to get to the pocket? Yes, it is. That's going to leave him a pretty tough cut here on the 9. But as evidence, he can make some of those tough cuts. Mike Dunklin is really shooting well today. But then again, almost everybody in this tournament is a force to be reckoned with. They're all tight, tough players. Even Chris Austin. And he drains that center pocket. Looks like the white ball's going to be safe, and that's going to put Mike Dunklin up to 5 in a race to 7. Again, this is an alternating break 9-ball tournament. We do ask you to share this with your friends, your enemies, everybody you've ever met, acquaintances, family members of family members, anybody you want to. Let's make sure we show you this on the big score. Mike Dunklin, 5. Brad Hutchins, 3. Brad Hutchins, this is Rack Your Own, so Brad Hutchins is going to go ahead and get on the break here.
All right, they say we sound good now, Rod.
Well, that's because I turned you off.
Well,
so now
I
you're
guess.
back, and that is exactly the problem. It's a bleed through from my mic to his mic.
Well,
And,
I told Pat the price on some new mics, and so maybe next time
well,
we got some new
yeah, it's
mics.
probably not mics. It's more of a sound card issue, probably. One thing we've got is some pretty heavy-duty video cards here to do this. It's not real easy to do this live streaming. It's as
Chris-
we've learned over the course of the year, but at the same time, like we said, we do try to improve over time.
Chris, the brackets are pinned in the comments.
All right, this looks like it's going to be a situation. Oh, is he going to bring the jump stick out? Yes, he is. Oh, he makes not only a good hit, but he gets the 9-ball. That is one hell of a shot by Brad Hutchins. Yes, there was a little luck involved, but it was pretty exciting.
Table 3, Jake Embry, Mike France.
All right,
Table
that's
3.
going to bring it up to 5-4. What a shot by Brad Hutchins. This is Crazy Bob of the All Q Broadcast Network.
Rusty Rogers says, "What's up, Mickey and Bob?" Hey, Rusty.
How you doing, Rusty?
Rusty out of Vincennes, Indiana.
Shouldn't you be here playing? In fact, we're missing out on a lot of the Indiana contingent. The Indiana contingent is broadcasting and not playing.
I know.
We need more people from Indiana up here. We got 2 people from Owensboro.
Well, we got plenty from Illinois that'll be in the Evansville tournament February 10th.
Oh, I was going to say, well, look at that kind of transition. That's one of these things. That's like some professional teaser shit.
like I kind of threw that in there.
We've got a pretty good collection of viewers here so far. Why don't you guys
Hey,
go ahead
Rhett,
and
thank
share
you.
it a little bit more just to make sure that everybody gets it out there. We got Mike Dunklin up here being
Boy, Brad come with a big shot there, didn't he, to get back to 5-4
oh,
here?
man, I tell you what, and we even have a replay of it. We just don't know how to show it. We're actually working on some replay technology to add to the mix here in our live streaming for the future, but it's still in its infancy.
Well, with all the things you guys have came up with the displays and the formatting of this streaming, I'm sure you'll come up with it pretty soon.
We'll figure something out. That's for sure.
I mean, I'd hate to have to cut your sodas off.
Speaking of which, my throat is parched. If you're in Brew 2, come get something to drink.
Jerry Waters says, "Get him, Dunklin." Dunklin's got a little bit of a fan base on here. I mean,
There you go. He does wherever he goes.
Mike knows somewhere everywhere across the U.S. The guy's been playing forever. Most people think he's 35, 40, don't realize he's old as he is. And
Oh, well, I wouldn't know how old he is, but that's because, like you say, it's a very
I've played
deceptive, we'll say.
I played against Mike Dunklin for many, many years, and once upon a time, it was tough for him to get a game in the U.S.
Yeah.
on a bar table. He was
Really?
that good.
All right, so there's some clusters here with this 9, 4, and 6.
Hey,
right?
Flick, how you doing?
Oh, there it is again. 1920s telephone.
You know, it's just that's the thing. A guy working 2 jobs.
Oh, I do, kid. Me? Oh, well, that'll help. Who would have ever thought that would happen? All right. It's going to put Brad in pretty good shape here on this 2-ball. Going to draw back out to come around maybe 2 rails back to the 3, or maybe may just come 1 rail straight back up. Like I said, the 2 rails. I should go with my first idea. Now, is he on the right side of this, or is he straight on? It looks like he's pretty straight, so this might mean a power draw back to the rail. We'll see. Oh, that's the 4 balls over here. All right.
Boy, Brad ain't got much work here, you know, really.
That 4 ball is a little tough.
He'll just roll this up a little bit, and he can play the combo, and then the 4 in the bottom corner here, or he can just play the 4 in the corner right now.
And then try to get up through the 6 ball into the 5, to where the 5 is, right?
Yeah, really, if he played the combo, there's a chance he could make that 9 in the opposite side.
Or you mean carry him into it? Or
Yeah, come off the 4,
Yeah.
6 ball in this corner or side, 4 ball's going to go in this bottom corner next.
I'll tell you what I do in these situations. I just hammer the low ball.
Yeah,
and
Bobby,
hope
I think you're
everything
right.
goes
Yeah,
everywhere.
Mike's in his 60s. He just,
wow.
he don't appear it, you know.
No, not at all. Well, I'm in my 40s, and I look like I'm in my 60s. But that's because I've had some hard living.
You have had a hard life, Bob. And I would say some of it's probably self-inflicted.
Well, some of it is, some of it is. Some of it's just happenstance. That is a really nice shot there by Brad Hutchins.
Did you just say happenstance?
Some of it's happenstance, yes.
Is that a real word?
I believe it is.
Or do you take two and put them together?
I do whatever I got to do to communicate my
Yeah, you
ideas.
do.
And my ideas are crazy sometimes.
Well, they do call you Crazy Bob. So.
There is a reason. Crazy Bob and Mickey Hammond here on the All-Key Broadcast Network.
See, I need a cool name in front of my Mickey.
Slick Mickey?
I've been called worse.
Nick the Stick? Slammin' Hammond?
Well, that's a couple names I've been called. I'm going to say Brad's going to get out here and tie this match up
Well,
at 5-5 with him breaking.
I tell you what, that's why they play the game. You got to get those balls out of here. We're going to find out real soon. I will say it's like a church in here. Everybody's watching this. It's the quietest any bar has ever been in the history of bars. That's a really nice shot to get on that 7 ball.
My buddy Rick Rankin across the room over here giving me a hard time. I probably started it, but
All right, he's coming straight back over. Across the table to leave pretty perfect on that 8
yeah,
ball.
no worries here.
This is probably going to be a tied-up match with 2 to go.
What do you think of the ferrule that Brad's shooting with there? It's
Oh, I tell you what, I think those are some Chad Carter specials.
it is a
aren't they?
Chad. I talked to Chad Thursday night, and he builds the entire ferrule out of a silicone.
Interesting.
He molds it and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
And anyone that knows Brad, he knows Brad likes to shoot with the craziest stuff.
I tell you what, I've seen a lot of them around. He's actually getting them around there, so that's definitely good. Oh, hey, it's always fun to see the big score since we spent so much time working on such a simple thing. But
All right, Brad is fighting back in this, a 5-5, as you can see on the new display built by Pat and Bob.
this is as good of a match as you could ever want. Brad Hutchins, Mike Dunklin, 5-5, 2 to go. Brad is breaking. It doesn't get much better than this on the On-Cue Broadcast Network, does
No,
it, Mick?
you're right, it don't. You ever thought about announcing golf?
Oh, I tell you what, they wouldn't know what to think. I tell you what, when I went to Belize, they didn't know what to think when Mbop came on the
Oh,
spinner.
you did not do the umbop dance.
Oh,
in
I
Belize.
almost knocked down 2 palapas. Now, palapas are the
What is
those,
a palapa?
oh my gosh, that was a break.
Wow.
I could hear it from here.
He hit that
I guess
ball.
we are about 10 feet away.
He hits at 30 mile an hour into cue ball plants.
Now he's got some decisions to make here.
Boy, what do? You know, do you cut the 1, hope you get a leave on the 2, or do you play the 1-5-9 and put the cue ball behind his
And
2
just
ball?
fire it behind leave it behind the 2 ball. I just fire the hell out of it and try to break again.
You just leave the cue ball right behind the 2.
That's not a bad shot. It's
He-
a little risky.
He's look like he's trying to cut the 1, which, you know,
A player of his stature, he could run out from as long as it's open. The only problem I see there is that 5 gets a little weird.
well, yeah, we knew he's going to go into them balls, and it's just a risky to get a shot. And
Yeah. So, here's the question. What does he do with this? There's always the cross-corner option. I will say it's super quiet in here. It's kind of scary. Everybody start drinking and yelling and stuff.
it is very quiet.
It is. I don't want to get. I don't want our voice to be heard up in the by the players themselves, but I don't think they can avoid it. We'll probably hear something about that. We don't want to really. It's kind of like Star Trek. The prime directive means that we're not supposed to insert ourselves into the lives of the
So you
alien.
think you would bank his cross corner to the short side and plan to get
Try to
behind
come
the
back
4
behind. Yeah,
and leave the cue ball back on this side.
back towards behind the 6.
The 6 or the 3.
Oh, okay. Take a stab. Hope he gets.
He hit it pretty good.
hit. That's about as good as you could want or need.
Yeah.
I mean, making it, I guess, would have been as good as you want or need, but
But making it, you win.
Yeah.
And now Mike's got some work to do to get out here, for sure.
and he can choose to go rail first, or which looks like what he's doing.
Chuck Austin on here rooting for Brad. Brad's got a little bit of fan club, too. You know, Chuck's back home, and We've all played with Brad in many events over the years.
Absolutely. And just a great guy all the way around.
Yeah, Chris
Really-
Mills. I think you're right. You know, no one really knows if Mike Dunklin's
He might be 400 years
60
old,
or 110.
but he might be 22. Who knows?
Well, I'm sure he's not 22 because
Because you are more than
well, I'm
22.
44, and I remember playing him 25 years ago. So.
Well, I tell you what, it's hard to play someone who's negative 4 years old.
Yeah, Terry. You know, we do lots of different tournaments in Evansville. We're hoping to put another 64 man together here next couple months.
All right, he's not going to get contact with that 2-ball, leaving a pretty wide open table for Brad Hutchins.
So this all started with Brad's hell of a 9-ball shot combination earlier on,
Yep.
and then to get out to go. Brad don't have 6 yet, does he? There we go.
Someone made a
But Brad definitely has 5, and he's knocking on the door of 6 for sure.
we had a little glitch in the scoreboard there. Sorry about that, folks. All right, that's going to leave the 3-ball here at the side.
Got a little straighter than he wanted, but I think he's okay.
I think he's got just enough wiggle room to come off this bottom rail back
He
around.
can choose to rail or just draw straight down
Oh, he could do that, yes.
or straight back.
Stun it across, stun it down the side.
He wanted to be up a little farther with a little bit of back cutter in the 3, but I don't think he's disappointed with this.
I think he's going with your draw option.
Yes.
Because this is kind of crazy. Quiet. All right, that draw option didn't get him the draw that he needed to get on that 4-ball. I'd like to thank everybody for viewing this. We're up to 279 viewers. Now, we want you guys to share this with everybody. Make sure that everybody gets a chance to see what's going on here in your local pool communities. This is Benton. They always support what we're doing here with OnQ. We really appreciate that.
Did you look that phone number up?
I want to thank everybody for viewing, but we could always use a little bit more. We want to make sure that the pool action that's out there is showcased in a way that is unique and fun, and OnQ Billiards is all about that kind of stuff. And he's going for a kick here.
Okay.
And he does everything but hit that ball. That was as close as you could possibly come without hitting it. That's going to be frustrating there, giving the ball in hand to Mike Dunklin in this situation. The winner of this match gets to the hill. The hill is the game before the match. So it's like being on set point or match point in tennis, if you will. All right, he's got a straight-in shot here. It's pretty connected dots. And center pocket it goes. That leaves the 8 and the 9 that can be made for pretty much 90% of the table. So he just needs to make this ball come off the end rail, and this should be pretty much it for this game, putting Mike Dunklin 1 away, with Brad Hutchins needing 2. And it's Mike Dunklin's break. All right, Mike Dunklin is up 6-5 against Brad Hutchins here in a race to 7 at Brew 2's monthly 9-ball tournament. This one's a $100 buy-in. Race to 7 on the winner side, race to 7 on the loser side, alternating break 9-ball tournament. It's rack your own, as you can see. I'd like to thank Jamerson Auto Sales, your place to buy a used car in the Benton area. Jamerson Auto Sales. I'd like to thank Brew 2 for hosting this for us. They always have some a great turnout with some great players. And we'd like to thank OnQ Billiards. I don't know why we think OnQ Billiards. We are OnQ Billiards. This is the OnQ Broadcast Network. Crazy Bob, broadcasting live. All right, Mike Dunklin's making sure he gets this just so. Wants to make sure everything's tight. All right, he's not getting quite the tightness that he's looking for. Manic Surrey says, I played Mike in Carbondale back in 1993. Well, that was some time ago. Jerry Gooden saying, way to go, Mike. Chrissy Perlowski says, come on, Brad. So I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit. If you do go on the comments field, we do read the comments while we're going. We don't always get to them right away, but sometimes we try to get to respond to what you guys out there in TV or internet land are speaking to us. All right, he's struggling here with getting these balls racked tightly.
All right, J.C. Sievers and Chris Esker. J.C. Sievers, Chris Esker, table number 4.
All right. David Harcrow is asking, where is this? This is at the Brew 2 Bar, formerly the Trainwreck, in beautiful Benton, Illinois. They have monthly 9-ball tournaments here, and they vary in size and scope, and we like to come down here and do some live streaming of it to keep the actions, the great action that's going on here in the public's eye.
Devin Barrett from Maryland. Thanks for watching with us, Devin.
All right, he's going to get a dry break here.
Yeah, we're here in the southern part of Illinois, right off Interstate 57. Right smack dab in the middle between Carbondale and Mount Vernon.
Bobby McGrath says it's 1987 for him. I guess that's the last time he was playing Mike Dunklin. Or maybe not the last time, but that's as far back as he can remember playing him. All right, we've got a weird cluster here on this table that's going to be difficult to deal with. What do you think about that 4-7-8 situation over there?
Well, the 4-8's a pretty easy combination.
Oh, and the 4-7 actually looks like it might go to
and
the
it
side
may
if
be
you have
cross-side
to.
as well. But the 4-8's definitely easy, and the 4-7 looks makeable.
The only problem with that is I've never made a combination shot in my life, not even on accident.
But he could cut the 1 in the side here and go into those 3
and just
balls.
break them out right away.
And have a shot on the 2 in the side.
If he keeps going forward, he'll be able to have that 2 in the side. I can see what you're saying on there. Is there a chance he goes for this 9-ball?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well,
he made the 9.
He got it, but
and here we are at a hill match. What a good match.
This is the kind of match that we have to kick off for you. It's going to be a great day or 2 of action, depending on how long it goes. Brad Hutchins has really battled back in this match to come up with a hill match. This is the rubber game. This is what we play for. All right, Brad says, I'm going to rack this thing up real quick.
So
and
hill and Brad breaking.
It's come a long way since the beginning of this match. It's pretty exciting.
Terry's prediction was 7-4.
How you like it now, Terry?
I think he's off a little bit.
Yeah, you screwed the pooch on that one.
Excuse me. Yeah, Brad came with a big shot right there. He was going into the balls, and he was trying to make the 1 and missed it.
You tried to do what you were trying to do, and also got a little bit of what I was trying to say in the middle of it.
And he scratched on break.
And
that's
that
where
is
you don't want to be.
That's going to leave a mark. That's a real tough shot. It was almost like that corner pocket just sucked it in, didn't it?
I mean, the only trouble at all is from the 4 to the 5, and that ain't a lot of trouble.
No, it's got cue ball movement involved, so that's where anytime you've got a lot of cue ball movement, you have to deal with that. But
well, Donnie Johnson, I hate to hear that. I'd much rather see Alex beat Jason Shaw.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I'm a big fan of Alex Pagulayan. Just got a great personality when he plays. I think some people might think he's crazy the way he carries on with people. That's what they say about me anyway.
Those guys have a good time. Boosty. And
I absolutely love watching him play.
Well, he's going to shoot the 3 and try to get the angle to come off the rail for the 5, and that's the only one that's tricky.
Yeah.
If he would have got jacked up over that 7-ball, he could have been in trouble. But
yeah, that was really close to being a problem there.
Yeah, Bobby, I'd say you're right.
Ooh, this is.
He wasn't
He's
going to
gonna
take
be
no.
happy with
He
that.
wasn't going to take no chances of getting behind that 9 or
Yeah.
behind that 7. He's going to take what the
Leave himself a
table's
little
there.
bit more of a cut here to be able to come up table for the 6. This one's going to roll a little bit far for him.
I tell you, this table's fast.
That's what Mickey was saying. I've heard a number of people say that it's rolling really fast. And he's still got this shot here in the side, but those side pockets are tricky. And he drains it, gives himself just enough angle for the
It's a
perfect
drift
shot
over.
on the straight follow-up for the 9 ball. All right, he's down on the 9 ball. This is for the match. And he drains it center pocket. Congratulations to Mike Dunklin. Moving on to the second round of the winner's bracket.
He's undefeated. Well, we have it was a very nice grind there between the two. Brad was trailing, and with a nice comeback.
It does it anyway.